shuts every one of them down. That's a full team kill.
He's looking for third. He's gonna get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's gonna find another one. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Hello everybody watching the Twitch right now. Today we have for you a League of Legends game. It is the NJCAAE conference finals. There we go. It's the conference finals today. So we have a great lineup today. We have our normal St. Clair team, and then we are against the Nova Nighthawks.
Yeah, Nova Nighthawks, pretty exciting team coming into this, right? The Saints, they did take in week 1, they did take the Nighthawks 2-0. But I mean, the Nighthawks, they definitely have like a very strong bot lane coming into this game, and there's definitely there's a few players I want to keep my eye on. For
sure. We do have their op.gg's pulled up right on the other monitor beside us here. So their top laner Hemorrhage is a Diamond 3 Darius main, which honestly, I'm kind of excited to see Ricky fight them again because both of them play Darius, so they both know all the strats. So it'll be interesting to see who gets what pick.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to come down to like who knows like the matchup better. Like even if Ricky doesn't play the matchup into Darius often, or if even Ricky gets the Darius, right? It's like, how much knowledge do you know your own champ to be able to play around them?
Yeah,
right?
that's like one of the most important things about maining a champ. You have to know how to play them yourself, but then you also know how to counter them if you ever do, like if the enemy team ever does pick them against you.
Yeah, if they got that first pick, right?
Exactly. So then we also have Osu only again. He's back from the first week that we played against them, and he is a Masters player who is an ADC main, and I'm happy it's another Jinx main.
God, there's just so many of them this season. I wonder
know,
why.
and it's great.
Yeah, I know. I wonder why though.
Well, she did get a nerf, so was able to speak to St. Clair, and they said that they do want to try and pick her, but if not, we don't know what's going to happen. So I'm really excited to see the bot lane matchup today. And then we do have, I believe, Icy Mike, or yeah, Icy Michael?
Is he something? Is he Icy? It's
he will be
double S.
Yeah, he will be the jungler for today for Nova Hawks, and then we do have some other players as well. Can't remember their usernames at the moment, but we will get to that as soon as possible. Yeah. So, what are your expectations for today?
Honestly, I think it's gonna come down to the bot lane. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Based on the stats we're looking at, it seems like Osu only is like the key for the Nighthawks. And then we're just gonna have to see how Issy, if that's how you say it, how Miko can come and try to give them some support, right? Because we know Fresh, even though like the bot lane, the Saints bot lane, very strong. Fresh still likes to play towards that top side.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you know, getting a player like Ricky ahead, it's always a smart play for sure. So we're gonna see. Like, I think it's gonna come down to Miko really trying to get Osu ahead, especially given that the Nighthawks, they are going to have the first pick in this first game. I think it's going to be pretty important. Like, if they get that Jinx was nerfed a little early, right? So that jungle support is going to...
Yeah, the nerf on Jinx currently, what it is they took her rocket launcher and made the range shorter. So now she has that little battle between... for example, Caitlyn and Ashe, and even Ezreal too, because Ezreal has so much range with his Q. Yeah. So that's definitely going to be one of the kind of champs that she's going to have a little bit of problem fighting with. But who knows?
How does she do against Zeri? I'm going to ask you, because obviously...
Well, here's a little thing. I ban Zeri every game, because, listen, she's in that weird spot where it's like, yes, people know how to play her, but either, like, it's a 50-50 if they do good or not. Yeah. I'm not trying to lose my ranked games. But... when I do end up fighting her, it's honestly not that bad. You do have to position a little bit back, and you're forced to use your Q more often, that extra range on her rocket launcher. But if you play it right, it goes decently well.
Yeah. Keep in mind, though, that there's that increased mana cost now on the rocket launcher, right? So
trust me, that hurt.
Yeah, for sure. But so yeah, sitting back, CSing with the rocket launcher, right? You always have the option on Jinx, but now it's like it's a lot more. Am I gonna waste this 20 mana? Am I gonna burn this 20 mana every single auto? Is the question.
That's the thing, because they did nerf her Q, so that it does cost 20 mana at all ranks. It makes it so much harder for you to fight against those people who do have more range than you. Because think of it this way: you're level 1 bot lane, you always level up your Q first. And if you are against like a Caitlyn who has almost like a little, just the tiniest bit more range than you, even with the fish bones, then it makes it like 10 times harder to fight lane, because you try and go and get some poking, but then you end up losing all your mana. Yeah,
you end up losing all your mana, and then on top of that, once you both get like, say you both get lethal tempo stacked up, the Caitlyn is still gonna have that slight range advantage on you every single time.
It's this weird like sweet spot where you go in as they're running away to auto, and then you back off when they immediately turn around. But that's definitely something that has caused me issues, but also I've able to learn from it. So
yeah, one thing we could be seeing too, speaking of the Caitlyn, we could actually be seeing should the Jinx come into play, we could be seeing a Caitlyn pick from either team as well.
Yeah.
Given that it is stronger against that this new nerf.
Caitlyn is definitely one of her biggest counters right now, because just like as we were just saying, it's just the range.
Yeah, it's just a range gap, really.
Yeah, it's always like people that are champs that win the matchup against Jinx more are the ones that do a lot of more damage than her with just one auto attack. Yeah. Where she kind of has to like rev up her autos in order to get that attack speed going, get that damage.
Yeah, with the minigun. And then,
But it does look like we're going into draft right now, actually. Yeah. So I'm excited to see the bans, because they always target ban Ricky, and like just once, I just don't want him to get target ban. I want him to play the champs that he wants, man.
Yeah, I mean, granted, he has gotten Jax a fair bit, and I know he is like a diehard Jax main. Like, I'm pretty sure he was #1 in NA, or possibly still is. But yeah, definitely a diehard Jax player, and that is going to be the Jinx ban.
There is the Jinx ban. Now the funny thing is that it kind of like it was either they pick it or they ban it, because both St. Clair and the Nova Nighthawks have an insane win rate on her. So it was kind of given that was going to happen. Hurts my heart a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah, it also kind of
Auction.
That is Auction. It also kind of makes me feel like maybe the nerfs weren't like hard enough. I mean, to be honest, I don't play Jinx, so I haven't seen too much of how they've affected her. But I mean,
it's a little bit, but not. She's not completely useless.
Yeah, she's still like she's still definitely one of the stronger, if not like top. What, like 5 ADCs?
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that. They actually banned Caitlyn.
Okay.
See, I wasn't expecting that. Because she's also up there in the meta right now.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna see some fresh ADCs, I think. Because I mean, no, not fresh. The player.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, I thought we had a good
Sorry. Some new ADC picks to shake things up, right? Because Caitlyn and Jinx is basically what we've seen the Saints pick like all season in this division.
I believe we saw
wasn't it Kalista once? Didn't we see a Kalista?
No, we saw Zeri. We saw Zeri once.
We did see the Zeri once.
That was
the pentakill. Yes. Yeah. I'm remembering. But yeah, I think we're gonna see some interesting ADC picks. Definitely something to get excited about, because it's something out of the ordinary that we've seen from this league.
And then we do see another, not another, but a ban for J4 or Jarvan 4. That one I wasn't really expecting. We did take a look at their OP.GG, and I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah,
but it could be a pocket pick that St. Clair managed to find out about.
Yeah, it could also just be a counter to say like the comp that St. Clair is aiming to pick up, right? So they're just trying to get that Jarvan out of there.
Damn.
And the third ADC ban.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Okay, listen. I know I said that I wanted to make sure that Ricky doesn't get what is? Oh my god.
Target ban.
Yes, that's the word. Jesus. But what? Like. Huh. I'm kind of speechless, if you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's valid.
Yeah.
Banning 3 ADCs, I like get him out of there. You know what I mean?
Well,
but it's the question is like, is all 3 worth it? Are they really that much of a threat to you? But now it also puts the Saints in the place of like, what are they gonna pick?
Yeah, that's true, because like right now they banned out the top 3 ADCs.
Yeah.
Not like all of them are the best like ever right now. But like Vayne's definitely up there, Jin's up there. I've seen Twitch actually be extremely strong right now still. So it's It's kind of weird, but I'm kind of excited to see what St. Clair picks, not being able to grab those champions, especially since they just banned the Kai'Sa too.
Yeah, but granted, Kai'Sa is basically a mid laner right now, so there is that.
Yeah.
So that could be a mid ban, but I mean, she's still an ADC as well, so that is going to be another ADC off of the table as Nova Nighthawks is going to pick up the first pick with their Ezreal.
I don't like Ezreal. Ezreal's actually, he's a really good champion. There's so many different builds that you can go against him.
Yeah, he's so great.
Or go with him. That
versatile.
Yeah, like you can go that Divine build, you can go the Man-Immune build, you can go Lethality. Like, I've seen a lot of different builds, but we do actually see the Ashe from St. Clair. I don't think I've ever seen St. Clair play Ashe. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, not this semester, at least, I don't think. Not this season.
Ashe is like that one champion where it's like, yeah, you do damage, but also you don't do that much for the group.
But then you also have the Ashe, right? You've got the Ice Arrow, and you've got the just all of her slows coming out from autos and Ws. It's one of those things where it's like you're trading off the damage, but is the utility worth it? Right?
Yeah, she's definitely one of those ADCs that are more like, okay, like listen, I'm just gonna slow and stun everybody, and we'll get over it. But we do see the Lulu support from St. Clair, and then we also see a Diana jungle. I love Diana jungle.
Yeah, I think
it's like one of the best things to pick.
So exciting to watch too, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she just has all of those little tiny details or like hidden things within her kit that make it so like that can either like win or lose a fight. It's insane.
Yeah. I love seeing like really smart like crescent throws where like they know they're gonna dodge a certain way, so they toss the crescent like off so it hits them on the way there. Those are great to watch from the Diana mains. We've got Karma coming out for the Nighthawks as well as Zed coming out for St. Clair College. Now, a little bit of insider information. I think this is Zed jungle because
you think so?
I think possibly Fresh may have been talking about it. I've heard about it through the grapevine, let's say.
Well, apparently Nova Nighthawks haven't caught on to the plan yet because they did ban out Fresh's Kayn. He's really, really clean on Kayn.
Yeah.
You can't not say that.
Yeah.
But then we do actually see the Darius and Vex ban. Vex, I completely understand. Nope. I don't like that champion.
I don't like Vex either. In my opinion, she's so simple for the reward that she gets that I don't know how I feel about her, but
it's sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, she's like Annie with like resets.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it, actually.
Quick burst damage, but then you reset. Like that is what it is.
And then we do see the Mordekaiser ban. That is completely understandable because actually, if you watched our last game that St. Clair played for, I forget what league it was. It was NECC. I believe so.
Possibly.
Yes, it was NECC. Ricky was insane. He got 2 quadras
on the Mord?
On Mordekaiser in one game. Both times they were almost pentas, but the enemy managed to get away in time.
That is exciting. We do see the Aatrox come out from Ricky here, and we are going to see the Malphite come in the top lane for the Nighthawks.
Oh, what?
Garen? Malphite mid?
Oh my god, no. They're gonna do the, what is it called? The full crit Garen mid. Have you not seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
So let me give everybody at home a rundown, okay? So Garen, he goes full crit and he goes Gale Force.
Okay. And I'm already rocking with this.
I know, right? He runs everybody down and just uses his E, and his E crits, and because of the attack speed that he gets from the items, he spins even faster.
Oh my god.
Wait, actually,
it speeds up his spin?
Yeah.
Like it makes it faster?
I'm like 99% sure that the more attack speed you have, the faster he spins around.
I'm excited to see this. I mean, I always come on the mic. You know me. I come on the mic and I'll just start talking about like crazy things like that I want to see.
Yeah.
And this is exactly that.
And we are already getting in game.
Oh, it really is Garen mid.
I told you. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be the best. All right, so you were right. It is a Zed jungle. Is Zed supposed to go blue smite though?
He probably can. I mean, there is a few like tanky members of their team. Plus, like the Karma shields are gonna come out. Maybe he thinks like he might need the chase if there's just not enough damage on that like initial burst combo.
Yeah.
I think that's like the mentality here.
Yeah, it looks like St. Clair just went with their classic 5-point start, where each person on each, or actually for both teams actually, so every single player on the map, they sit at a certain point in order to avoid getting invaded. So both teams actually went for it this time, and it actually kind of makes sense because both sides don't really have the CC or the stuns or anything like that in order to invade.
Yeah, neither team really has a strong level 1 here for the invade.
Actually looks like Ricky and Zephrot are going to swap lanes, which is understandable because I feel like if Zephrot, who's playing Silas right now, went up against Garen,
I don't even think that's the problem too. I think just having the AP into the mouth is better as well.
Look at Ricky's damage there.
A lot of damage coming out.
Aatrox is not a fair champion.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he did start D-Blade into the shield as well, so
True.
the Garen is not going to have as much AD to trade back. But yeah, definitely. I mean, this is what we see from Ricky every time. He just gets so much value off of these trades, and Diggy is already so low. But Garen might be the one champion who can deal with that, to be honest. So the lane may not be over yet, as much as Ricky definitely grabbing himself a lead.
For sure.
But here the bot lane, level 2 comes out, and FaZe is just giving as much poke as he can.
He is just trying to get Ezreal as far back as away from the wave as possible so that then Barlow can get all of his CC in there, make sure that he gets some kind of gold. And it looks like the Karma is just pulling the classic strat where you just sit in the bush and try and do as little or as much damage as you possibly could, being a support.
Yeah, Barlow actually just spotted out Django in his jungle, so the bot lane is going to probably play a little aggressive, although they are getting shoved in right now. Doesn't seem like it.
Ooh. But see, that's the thing that I don't like about Ash W. It says that if it hits whatever it hits the first target, then the arrow does not go through. The arrow goes through all the time. You can't stop the arrows.
I think it's because that first, like, the initial volley that comes out is so, like, skinny, and then it cones.
Yeah.
It feels like it probably does hit one of them, and then the other ones just fly by it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Diggy, though, he's going to run in with the silence, but all it did was delay Ricky's Qs as he is going to come in, hit the third Q, and take a huge health lead off that trade.
Ricky is not going to back down, no matter what.
Yeah,
He's going in. He knows what he wants. And there he goes again, just... Even if it's just like the smallest bit of poke. Actually, we do see Fresh coming around the corner here. Maybe they're looking for a dive.
Yeah, we could see a dive coming out. The wave,
Looks
though.
like they're thinking about it. Let's see what happens here.
Wave is spinning. Fresh starts the dive. The W is hit by Ricky LaFleur, and the flash out is not going to save him.
That's
Django picking up the kill, but they do grab first blood for the gold lead.
That works out perfectly. So for those at home who don't know, when you get first blood, you get, I believe it's an extra 100 gold?
Yeah, it's 400 gold for first blood.
So you get an extra 100 gold on any kill that you get when you do get first blood. So that actually does work out in St. Clair's favor. So
Ricky also double the CS of the Garen.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that.
So that's pretty valuable coming out.
Right now in all the lanes, we're just kind of seeing some poke here and there, waiting to see whoever gets a really nice chance to get in and try and pick up a kill. Looks like I just saw a ping in the mid lane. Ooh, Zephyrot's going in here, trying to get a little bit of damage off. But as all the fights have been going, they just kind of been poking each other out a little bit.
Yeah, Zephyrot with his W should have enough healing in this lane to just like take as many Malphite Qs as he needs to.
Yeah.
Auto him back a couple of times and then W to end the fight. He grabs the healing off of his W and then just
for sure.
He's sitting pretty. He's gonna shove the wave. Back off a little bit here.
Looks like St. Clair is all up in gold, except for bot lane where it's even, but that's not the end of the world. It looks like they might actually be trying to do drag here. Oh, they are. Fresh started up the drag. Ricky spots out the jungler.
Django.
Has to use the bland, but ends up being pulled back from the Aatrox, and Ricky does pick up a kill.
Yeah, that's the most valuable part of Aatrox's kit right there. I'm telling you. Crazy CC. It may only be single target. But, I mean, we just saw what happened. There was no escape there, right? You ended up getting pulled back in, and Django gonna fall as the dragon goes over to St. Clair.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Whenever you hit the blast plant, you don't think that it's gonna pull you back, but it does. It depends on. I think it depends on what time you do it at.
Yeah, I think the timer just ran out, and then he got pulled back in before he he fell out of it. Also, sometimes Aatrox is the like weird trapezoid like shape that it gives you.
Yeah.
Rectangle, I'll just say.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes it feels like you walked out of it and you're like, all right, my feet are completely out of it, but you're still in because of just like, you know, video game hitboxes, and that is going to be the chain. Wow, took a lot of damage off of that.
I know that turret actually did quite a lot to him. It looks like the Garen and the Malphite actually did swap back, so then the Malphite is against the Aatrox once again. And I don't know how the matchup there, but it looks like Diana on the minimap is going in.
Yeah, the root's going to pop top lane. There is also a fight going on. Sephiroth, he's trying to make his way out. He has grabbed the Garen ult. Oh, flashes into the Malphite ultimate. And that is going to be Sephiroth falling as well.
Flashes everywhere. My god.
Yeah, so many flashes coming out. But TP is up for Hemorrhage. So he is going to be able to get some value off of this, possibly.
It looks like they might be pulling a little cheeky.
Oh, bot lane, that's a lot of damage. Ignite is popped onto FaZe, but FaZe, he's got so much health left. Barlow finding one. Osu only. That was a great fight. I don't know how I feel about the disengage, but they find one. Burn and Ignite as well, and that is the Ash Arrow coming out. They're going to find the stun, not the kill, but a lot of damage and a lot of lane pressure given. Hemorrhage, though, in the top lane. He's getting beaten and battered by Ricky. Ricky just waiting until he can get the perfect dive off, and that is going to be another kill over to Ricky LaFleur.
That was actually a really nice play
65 CS.
That was actually a good play top, where he's waited until the minions took aggro and just kind of stood beside him like, listen, you know what's going to happen. Just accept it. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, the thing is, too, he was waiting for him to burn all of his like movement spells, like his Q and stuff. Because he could have autoed him at any point when he was standing beside him, but he opts to chase him around the tower just to stall that extra health that he doesn't need to lose, really.
Yeah, those kind of things can show you like how much St. Clair has practiced for these kinds of games, to know even just those tiny things, like just waiting for the movement speed to run out to make sure that you can get that kill. That shows you how much effort our team puts into whenever they do have scrims or anything like that. And just good on St. Clair for always keeping up with those kind of things in every single game.
Yeah, it's really just about how comfortable they are. Like, and like Ricky is like prime example of this, right? Ricky will always go in and take that one tower shot, those two tower shots. He ended up falling on the other dive there, on that first dive there, which is honestly something we don't see very often. He usually will make it out with like 20 health or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, really a lot of good damage cal coming out from St. Clair. They know their limits very often, and it's given them the kill lead and the gold lead in this game. Some plates are going to be traded back for the side of the Nighthawks.
Yeah, everybody right now is kind of like, okay, we're in this weird spot where we need to start fighting back against St. Clair, but also they're at such a good... St. Clair's in a good position right now. They have gold all across the map, and it's just kind of even right now. It's not that it's... like, there's not much to do. Fresh did just pick up the Rift Herald, so we can hope to see that he'll drop that somewhere. Maybe he'll drop it mid, actually. So then Sephiroth, or not Sephiroth, sorry. So then Ricky can hopefully run around and try and help out the other lanes.
Yeah. There is also, mid or bot, right? They're both still with full plates up. Although you would still get full value out of the Rift Herald top.
We actually see Ricky coming around the Krugs in the jungle right now.
Yeah, Fresh coming in for the gank in the top lane as Hemorrhage is going to be forced to burn the ultimate to get out, but he's going to fall to Sephiroth. Oh, Django coming in, the flash to chase down Fresh. He is going to grab the kill on Fresh. Can Sephiroth trade it back? He's chasing him down through the tri-bush.
I don't think... Oh, it looks like the Garen's walking up to try and help out the Diana against the Sephiroth. But little does he know, Ricky's on his tail, ready to fight at any given second. Yeah. Also, during that fight, Barlow actually did pick up another kill on Karma due to Ricky coming down, and I think it was a dive, actually. So that's good on them for that as well. We do see that Barlow has a 150 gold bounty, and then Aatrox has a 400 gold bounty, and it's only 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, it's not even that the Nighthawks are, like, behind. Like, they are behind in gold and stuff, but they're still completely fine. I mean, you're seeing 6 deaths on the board. So much damage. He's just so many items behind, right? He doesn't even have a completed, like, component beyond the X-Call. getting that anti-heal there, which does help, but Ricky's still just out-healing it.
And then Fez just deciding, you know what, Ezreal, I don't want you to take the back right here. Oh, he looks like he's actually going to get caught out here. You're going to have to pop the ulti in order to try and survive. Both ultis from Diana and Ezreal are going to come through to stun and lock down that kill. Fresh is going to try and pick up the kill on the Karma. He's able to. Hopefully Ricky's able to get some damage in, and there it goes. They are able to pick up 2 kills for Fez right there.
Yeah, then that was going to be 2 for 2 in the bot lane there. Meanwhile, in the top lane, some more wet noodle slapping, as we see very, very often.
That's the perfect way to describe any kind of top lane matchup.
Yeah.
Just wet noodle slap.
Yeah.
Wet noodle fight.
Yeah, especially, right, you take a squishier champ like Silas going into the Malphite. He's doing damage to the Malphite, but not too much. The Malphite is burning him back, but the Silas has his heal up. So it's like we're going to see it under tower here. Autos come out. He grabs a plate.
That's the one thing about Silas. Is it not? I believe what he heals off of is when he whirls the chains around, right?
No, it's that. So that's his passive. That's actually his auto attack.
Yeah.
It's when he does like a little dash to them, and like you'll see it. It's not the dash with the chain where he throws. It's not that dash that he just did. But it's like a short range, like a little bit longer than a melee auto. But the dive is gonna come in bot lane. Osu only gonna fall to that Zed ultimate. The death mark. Gonna pop the Rift Herald, also gonna take the tower as well.
Looks like we're gonna have a 3v3 bot lane here. Diana really wants to go in on the Lulu there.
Django has been like the aggressive player on the Nighthawks this game. And I mean, on the Diana, that's what you gotta do, especially when you're seeing your Karma's getting poked out, your Karma's getting she's getting 0-3, right? She's getting killed all laning phase.
There goes the ulti from the Ashe. Zed's going to W in and get the shurikens off to get that damage. And Ricky's actually going to pick up the kill. Both flashes go off in top lane. Malphite did miss his ulti, and it looks like... No, Zephyr, you just have to land that.
And
there he goes.
And the chain pops. All right. So, top lane,
Kills
great use
around.
of flash, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Hemorrhage flashed for that as well. So when you're burning flash for flash and you're finding the kill, perfect. Perfect plays.
It looks like there's a lot that has happened within the last 13 minutes of the game. We've just seen everybody get kills everywhere. The Diana on the side of Nighthawks is actually doing really well. He is 4-3, so he is able to do that damage, and hopefully, maybe he's able to take out Barlow and possibly the Lulu as well, in order to win a team fight for their team. But it doesn't seem like we're at that point yet where we are going to have some team fights. Maybe here and there, but who knows? Yeah.
The real question is just how do you deal with Ricky in a team fight right now?
Exactly. They definitely need to get some anti-heal.
Yeah, right there is the anti-heal on the Karen. Osu only going to find himself in the sights of the death mark. That is going to pop, and Fresh is going to make it out. A nice little assassination by the Zed there. Classic.
And we see St. Clair pushing mid, trying to get this turret for extra gold. But they are possibly going to get caught out here, but they do have the vision on Django. It looks like they're just going to back off for now. Decide, you know what, maybe not. We don't really... Oh, well, now they have vision of the Aatrox, but they didn't at first.
Yeah, they may just have to give this tower, though. If Django's going to go over to his wolves, like, they're just going to lose this.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. There's not much you can really do to stop it. Because there really isn't any way to, like, go and dive Barlow there and stop him.
Yeah, we do see, like, in the top left that the Diana ulti is down, so it wouldn't really be beneficial for him to go in in any fight, really, because Diana, with her ultimate, it drags everybody towards the middle and deals a ton of damage. When we actually see Barlow pop the ulti here, and Ricky's able to pick up another kill. Looks like they're going to chase this a little bit more. Fresh is going to use a W to get in, and Barlow's going to pick up the kill. They're going to try their best to get that Karma, but she ends up being under turret. Safe and sound.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the side lane, Zephyrod finding himself, grabbing more towers, trading more with Diggy, getting his CS up. What more could you want? He's got 3 stacks on the Dark Seal, so...
Oh, nice.
I think he's just trying to... Yeah, he's just kind of opting to, like, you know, play it safe. He's farming up. Silas, the later it gets, the better he gets.
Yeah.
He's going to have... The thing I love about Silas is, like, his ultimate is on such a low cooldown. You can literally pop 2 ults in a fight. It's great.
See, what we saw right there between Hemorrhage and Ricky is what is called the wet noodle fight.
Yeah.
Neither person does damage in auto attacks, but you're just gonna sit there and keep doing it until one of you guys are successful.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ricky didn't just keep like smacking the tower there, because I think he could have just like. I mean, there is the Bramble Vest on the Malphite.
Oh wow.
Meanwhile, the mid lane, Karma just barely making it out. Sephiroth doing a lot of damage to Diggy here, but Diggy's ultimate comes out, and they are able to take 2 of the Saints down.
Here comes Ricky. He's searching for revenge. Will he get it?
It's not the shutdowns they need, though.
It is a shutdown.
Grabbing the shutdown on Barlow is great, don't get me wrong, but they need that big shutdown on Ricky right now to really bring them back into the game gold.
Here. We do see that he did build Death Dance second, so there's no stopping that man unless you get anti-heal. And we do see that the Garen and the Malphite did pick it up, so maybe we'll also be able to... I don't think Ezreal should build it, but Diana definitely should.
Yeah. I think the anti-heal was something that kind of made it harder for Hemorrhage during the laning phase, though, because he picked it up during the laning phase, because, you know, Sylas does have a lot of healing in lane when you're doing those trades.
Yeah.
But he's picking up armor into that Sylas, so it really just made the damage he took even more. I don't know. I think it was a good option. Was it the right one? Not sure about that, but I mean, Nighthawks, they're good at right now. They're good at grouping up, and it seems like they can pick off a few members of the Saints, right? It's just the problem is when can Ricky come in?
Going in here, landing the stun. Actually, we see Fresh balling as well, trying to pick up a kill on the Diana real quick. Is able to get it with the execution on his ultimate. Ricky's gonna go in on the Garen here. Everybody just wanted to fight everywhere.
Yeah, there's like 40 fights going on. All 3 lanes right now are in trades, but Barlow, it looks like they are actually gonna pick up that tower mid, as well as the Rift-Tailed grabbing the tower bot lane.
Seems like Clair really just want to end out this game.
Yeah, the map presence is just there, really.
Yeah, they have been everywhere the entire time, and the Rift-Herald does get another hit off. Looks like they're actually going in for the dive. Ricky's going to go in on the Garen here, trying to pick up that kill with all of his knockups, and he does. And then we do see the Sephiroth onto the Malphite, is able to get in before his ulti pops and knocks up everybody. Ricky on the backline. And they just aced them.
That's the ace.
I couldn't even keep up with that.
Clean ace. So much damage coming out from this team right now. You've got FaZe there with the ultimate for support. There is so much going on in these fights right now.
I think that this is GG right here.
Yeah, I think it's got to be. I mean, 5 seconds on the Karma, but what can Karma do to stop this push right now? There isn't anyone who can stop the auto attacks. The minions are being cleared out too. Barlow just laying it onto the Nexus.
Fresh, trying to get that last kill in right before the game is done.
Hey, you gotta pad the stats a little bit.
That's true. So, thoughts?
I got a few of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Give me the rundown. I want to hear it.
I think from the Nighthawk side,
yes,
there's definitely a few things that should be adjusted. Craig Garen, very cool. Definitely not where it was at this game, clearly, but I wonder if that was the matchup or just like I don't know, like what it because typically when these builds come out, it's like you pick this into something. Like, what is the pick that you're picking Craig Garen into typically?
I don't know that much about it yet because it's kind of rare that you see it, but it is in the meta right now, and people are trying to test it out a little bit more here and there.
Yeah,
but both teams played really well.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just Ricky is just so...
a monster. He's a monster in lane.
He knows what his advantages are and what his disadvantages are.
Yeah.
And he knows his limits too. And he's not afraid to push them if he has to, especially when they got that first blood under turret. You can see like he knows that he can dive them, but he did push his limits a little bit too far, did end up taking the fall for it. But that just gives an example of how well he knows his champions. That's how much it means to be comfortable with a champion.
Yeah, and just comfortable with the game as well. Like, comfortable with like, all right, yeah, he does fall on that tower dive there after the Diana comes in, does that little extra damage.
Yeah.
But it's like, without that Diana there, he knew that tower shot was not doing enough to him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He just barely fell to that tower shot at the end. So it's like... you're just comfortable. You know exactly like it's second nature is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
basically.
for both teams, I feel like the biggest thing was just the champion matchup.
Yeah.
Like, think of it this way. Well, it was supposed to be Malphite versus Aatrox, which that one I'm not too sure about. I think Malphite would win that if he did build full armor.
Yeah, I think if you build right, you could probably just out-tank the Aatrox. But I wonder how that matchup.
But either way, that there was that matchup, and then with going Diana into Zed, trust me, I would have done the same thing if I didn't know that if I thought that the Zed was going to be mid instead of jungle. But with it being a Zed jungle, he kind of just counters Diana. I didn't even think about that, but he does. Like with his W, he can just immediately dodge Diana's Q.
He won't.
That gives her that ability in order to jump in to a fight. And then if Diana uses her ulti that drags everybody back, he can just ult himself, and then he's untargetable.
Yeah, he's just so slippery that he actually does like find his way into the advantage in that matchup. Yeah, I do get what you mean there. And as far as I know, we talked about like so much about the bot lane before.
Yeah.
We didn't really see much of like either bot lane in this game. I mean, yeah, the Saints grabbed a few kills onto the Karma early, and it kind of just snowballed that down.
Yeah.
But I mean, Osu was just playing safe, farming up, and the rest of the map was unfortunately just too behind for him to really do much. And then tower dives were starting to come through. And all the tower dives.
Well, that's the thing that got Ricky so ahead. He was able to get that first blood and able to get the first little item that he needed in order to be able to he just said, screw it, I want to win this game. I'm going to tower dive everybody.
Yeah,
he meant that.
Yeah, he was like 3-1 at like 10 minutes or something, right? A huge gold lead. Like I think he got Mythic like 2 minutes before anyone else in the game. Like
I think
something around that.
Yeah.
The closest was definitely Diana, Django on the Diana.
He played really well for like what he was against. Especially with like you go and try and gank your mid lane, and then you just stare at an Aatrox who's 4-1. You don't know what happened just because Aatrox is Aatrox.
Yeah,
that's the other thing. Like, yes, Ricky does an amazing job, but Aatrox is also just such a strong champion. Like, the healing frustrates me. It gives me nightmares. But think of it this way. Django, or did I say?
Django.
Django, sorry. Django was able to just go in and be like, you know what? I'm going to fight him. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get that shutdown. And he did.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was good at coming in for like, say, like a counter gank, or a lot of times he was like just a little late to save his teammate. But he was really good at always grabbing that last kill, whoever's low on the Saints, whether it be Zephyros, whether it be Fresh coming in off that gank. He was always good to just grab that and get out, right? And work back with his team, group back up with his team. Solid plays.
Now, it does look like we are going to take a 5-minute break in between this game and the next game. So stay tuned. We will be back with you very, very soon. We hope that you stay, and we'll see you.
Yeah, keep in mind this is a best of 5, so we've got a lot of League of Legends to come.
Yeah. Also, if you aren't feeling the League of Legends vibe, you can also go check out our other Twitch channel. That's Saints Gaming
CA2.
Yeah, Saints Gaming CA2, and if you want to watch the Valorant playoffs as well.
Yeah.
Those, I believe, are a best of 3.
Yeah, I think they're best of 3, but yeah, either way, whatever Riot game you like to play, we've got it for you today. So
yes, we do.
Check us out. Maybe if you're on the break, go check out the Valorant stream, catch some highlights from that.
But we'll be right back.
That's the big thing here right now. Clair, if they lose the pistols, they're going to be at such an economic disadvantage going into the last round.